My colleague Samkele Maseko is at the University of Johannesburg's Soweto campus. That's where registration for the elective conference has been taking place, particularly for the delegates, and he's with one particular delegate of interest. Let's go across now to Samkele. Hello to you.
Well, Gareth, indeed, I'm with well, I don't even know whether to call him the current chairperson or the former chairperson of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, who will I will ask him directly, well, chairperson, the ruling is out. The execution order has been granted to the disgruntled members who appealed against your conference in 2015. What is your reaction? What status are you here as a delegate of a branch or chairperson of a province?
No, thanks for having us in your program. The first thing what we must say, the ANC is an organization. It runs its affairs according to the ANC constitution. And we're here because we are members of the ANC and delegates to this conference. We note the judgment given today, and the judgment talks to two issues. Firstly, we have been granted leave to appeal. So we're going to appeal the initial judgment. The second point is that we should not be in the office while the judgment is being processed. That is neither here nor there for us, because we are an organization and we are a neutral organization. There's a national structures, the regions, as well as the branches. So we are appealing that decision. But while we are appealing that decision, we've taken a view that we are not going to participate here as PEC delegates. We don't want to be an issue. We don't want a conference to be stuck on credentials about the status of KwaZulu-Natal PEC. So we're going to go in as branch delegates. Some of course, some members would not be able to participate. But I know that at least 12 PEC members are coming in as branch delegates. Those who are not branch delegates, obviously they will come in either as non-voting delegates or they will not participate at all, depending on what the NEC decide.
Which the ANC has lost 3 cases today. What does that say about your understanding of your own constitution and abiding to that constitution? Bloemfontein, Free State Conference has been nullified, yours has been nullified, the Bujanala Regional Conference in the Northwest has been lost as well. What does that say about the ANC's caliber of reading its own constitution and applying it?
The first thing is that the ANC constitution is a political and organizational constitution. And if you interpret it from different points, you may arrive to different conclusions. And therefore, we believe that the issue is not about the constitution, but the issue is about divisions. And the courts are being used on the issues of internal matters, which we should be handling as the organization. It is an issue we're going to debate in the conference. We're having for the first time a highly contested conference. It is not contested between members, but it's contested between the grassroots, those who are poor and with the capitalist. It's not the first time that we see a conference of the ANC with capitalists booking 5 hotels. We are told that Monte Casino is booked by a company that is well known in the public, Bidvest. Well known. It's booking hotels on behalf of ANC people, yet not with through the ANC mandate. Those are issues that we're seeing for the first time, but we're going to overcome those issues. For us, it's not about numbers, and we're not shaken about these things that have happened. We're going to go to the conference. We are determined. We are branch delegates. We've always been in the conferences of the ANC.
But those who are supporting Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, particularly your faction, has been dealt a heavy blow. We have lost 3 cases. We are losing a number of delegates through these court cases. What does that say about the numbers game going into this conference this weekend?
We're not shaken in terms of all numbers as well, both qualitatively and quantitatively. We've got nothing to lose. We are going to the conference to debate policies that are going to emerge. People were saying we are 50-50 in the National Policy Conference, yet policies that emerge are those that we were advancing. Radical economic transformation, expropriation of land with no compensation emerged. And that's what is going to emerge even today. And that is what going to emerge in terms of the leadership. We are not going to elect a leadership which does not mirror the program we want. We want radical economic transformation, and we will elect leaders who are not going to be apologetic, who will implement that. We are meeting here. 5 years ago, we resolved on the state bank. We have had the Minister of Finance, but we don't have a state bank. We will want change. We want people who are going to be aggressive in terms of bringing change, especially to the poor of the poor.
Are you still confident that Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma will close the ANC conference come the end of conference, and she will be elected president come Sunday morning when results are finally announced? Are you confident, or will it be another story?
I'm confident that the ANC will emerge united, led by Comrade Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. And we don't doubt that she's going to win. On that, we are not in doubt. But unity is what we want. Even those who are not going to make it in the officials should be included as additionals.
Have you filed that appeal?
The appeal is already lodged. We have lodged the appeal, but we are not going to be stuck in the issue of court. If those people who are challenging the previous conference want a rerun, we can convene it in January. We can have a provincial conference from this national conference. We are not in the positions for the mere sake of occupying positions. We come from organizational structures. If they want a conference, we're humble enough. We can convene it at any time.
Well, Gareth, that was Sihle Zikalala, who is supposedly now the former chairperson of KwaZulu-Natal. Yes, they have appealed that ruling. He's also confident and speaking with passion that Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma will close the ANC conference come next week, and she will be elected on Sunday.